It's your boy Vinny Idol, man. This is Rap on Steroids, man. Holla at us, man.
Damn, cook this.
Mic check, mic check. What's good, man? We live here, another episode of Rap on Steroids. And we here with one of my personal favorite producers. The man who I sit down and say, all right, I gotta make my drums sound like this guy. When you think New York rap, he's definitely one of the producers you think of. One of the illest tags ever. The man, the myth, the biggest funny mover of them all. Vinny Idol. What's good, my guy?
Yo, it's shaking, B.
Man, this is gonna be a goodie. This is definitely gonna be a goodie, man. So many questions here that I might just freestyle some of these. I know a lot of the answer to these, but we gonna go, man. So where you from, Vinny?
You already know.
Tell us your story, man.
Bronx, uptown Bronx, B.
Definitely. If you ain't never hear Vinny beat and hear that, then something wrong.
Definitely.
Something wrong, man. So let's start from the beginning, man. What made you want to start beating on them pads?
Shit, I mean, man, if I gotta go back, well, I gotta say family started because, you know, I got a cousin, Davey DMX, who did a lot of records. Run DMC, Wild Niggas, Houdini, the list goes on. So I was always around for that, you know what I'm saying? Me being like the first grandchild, so they always, you know what I'm saying, picked me up with my cousins. I was like a real spoiled. So I just, you know, I took a liking to it, B. Like I did the DJing shit during the school years and all of that, but just something about making a beat was different. Like I always had a drum machine like in front of me, you know what I'm saying? So I always took a liking to it. Like I don't know, it was just crazy for me, B. You know what I'm saying? That was my Christmas gifts. I say that to everybody. Like I wanted a Casio, that sample. I want a sampler. I want a 4-track machine. I want an 8-track machine. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a board. I needed another board. And this is all on 233rd, right inside the apartment building. So, you know, my shit was different, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like crackheads, I was buying shit off crackheads, all type of shit. Stolen equipment, everything, B. You know what I mean? Like, I had it bad.
Nah, that's fire. So I know you work with so many artists, but growing up, like, who was like some of your favorite MCs you was listening to?
I mean, of course, it ended up being Home Team was the Locks. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, coming up in my era, that was like our, you know what I mean? Like our niggas right there. So it was definitely the Locks. I listened to everything though, man. You know, all the boom bap shit, all the hip hop shit, everybody popping. I was more of a fan of the sonics of who was doing the records. You know what I'm saying? Like all the producers, like, so I like stayed on. Plus I said I was doing the DJing thing, so I always had wax. And I was always looking on the back who was new, who was a new producer, who had the most shit on the album. So you know what I mean?
I think that's like the nostalgia of hip hop. Like back in the days, like that's one thing that I feel like streaming takes away from. Like, there's nothing like going to buy a vinyl or an album and then cracking open the case, looking at the artwork. I remember Purple Haze. I was more fascinated with the artwork before anything. Like, nah, this artwork is fire. I'd be fire on my wall. Never made it to my wall, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just dope, that like the nostalgia of hip hop. Like, being the hip hop head, that was things that we got up and looked forward to doing.
Yeah, we looked forward to, yeah.
I used to travel in the enemy territories, different boroughs. For like things I would never go do for females, I would go do for hip hop. Like, what? It's a battle where? Fuck it, we out.
Yeah, hip hop would make you do that. Hell yeah.
That's just the culture, man. So I could definitely understand that. So so how did you meet the Locks? And what's like working with them?
Well, let me see. Well, I'll start on how I met them was through Super Mario. Because I knew Mario for a little minute. And I was already signed to Hitman Entertainment at the time. So, you know, he already knew my man who was like the CEO of the company at that time. And one thing just led to another. Like, I just started moving around with Super. And he was with them from Bad Boy and all of that. So once, you know, he just followed the transition, I was right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He took me under the wing. Next thing you know, I'm just feeding them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Giving like 50 a battle on a CD back then.
Word.
Nigga, they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. And I just ended up in-house because there was a lot of producers around. You know what I'm saying? There was slew of niggas. That's the locks. You know what I'm saying? But yo, like, nah, I was feeding them, bro.
Some pockets, man.
I was feeding. I would tell you, I'm feeding them. Like, niggas coming in with 5 beats thinking that's it. I'm like, nah, I'm dropping off a CD with 30, 40, 50 joints on it. Word, I'm coming back, and it's crazy. That's how a lot of shit, I didn't even know a lot of songs is done, because I'll be, next thing you know, I'm here, it's on the Clue joint? Oh, it's on this? Next thing you know what I'm saying, 5 of those for that album, like, oh, word. So it was, you know, I just stayed consistent, bro, on them. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Just kept feeding them.
Crazy. Like, you're definitely one of the, like, rapper producers. Like, back in the days when I used to go just write random freestyles, I was always going to one of your beats. It was the pockets. I don't know. That's why when me and Fisher got bars, like, I remember Showbiz coming in the A room like, the fuck is that?
Shout out Showbiz.
Shout out to the OG. Like, he was like, who made that? I'm like, Vinny. He like, oh my God. Call Vinny. He was like,
yeah, that's my bro right there.
It's the big bro, man. Like, there's just something about them drums and them pockets. It's just, I really study that. All right, so you know.
Plus, I'm a drummer, so I mean, you know what I mean? That plays a major part in the thing too. Yeah. I was playing drums before I even started making the beats, like in church and all of that. Still do, but you know what I mean? So definitely the drums is always, and plus I learned that from the other producers, like really listening, sitting back, because I seen the record go from nothing to something. Shit was dead whack, and niggas like, just once them drums make a whole difference. You can have the weakest whatever line going through your sequence, but you put some crazy drums on it, niggas is like, yo, it's all about them sonics and the drums, you know what I'm saying?
That's a Snapple fact.
Word. Definitely. That's like, I don't think that's a secret to anybody. That's just the real main ingredient. You gotta have, that's like the foundation. Shit gotta be solid. You know what I'm saying?
Drums are
yeah, drums is everything, you know what I mean? You can fuck up a beat with whack drums.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can have an ill shit, but those drums, like, nah, that ain't it.
Facts. Like, I be at some of these producer events, and I'll be there as a producer, but I'm always still a rapper, too. So first thing I'm doing is, like, can I rap to this? And if I can't rap to it, like, sometimes, like, a beat'll be fire, but it'll just be too much going on. Like, it'll be too many drums, or it'll be a kick, a snare, then out of nowhere you'll hear like a tom break, like that was wild random. Like, that's gonna throw me off if I'm rapping. Like, I don't know if I like that. Like,
yeah,
it's the beat be crazy.
Yeah, it's more like, I mean, you know, that's kind of how you, and it's not no shots though, but that's how you really distinguish a producer from a beat maker, because it's two different. You know what I'm saying? You just making beats, hitting on pads all day mouse, and it really doesn't make you a producer. You gotta really be able to like carry that record from top to bottom. And that's even during the mix, you might have to like just scarf it up and just take 4 sounds out just to make the record go. You know what I'm saying? And even if you even do your own, like really listen to the hits that's out, like what became hits, they not complicated.
Not complicated.
Very simple.
All.
And it, like, I seen somebody do an interview, like they made, most of the songs made it how, like 8 sounds the most. You know what I'm saying? After all of that shit, niggas dissected all that other fancy shit and just came out with a groove. And that's like that's always been the blueprint, bro. Like, even if it's rap, anything, that groove is more important. Like a groove, listen to the records. A groove is what makes the song go.
Nah, facts.
That straight pattern that niggas can't get like tired of it and just keep it moving, that's it. Like, you know, you add too much, you know what I'm saying? It becomes a little, confusion a little bit. It's
like,
know what I mean?
too complicated.
Yeah,
it's
food,
like, alright.
You
Like,
put too much seasonings, now it's over.
yeah, it's too salty now.
Tastes crazy, yeah.
You might sound good, you know what I'm saying? While you putting it together, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta really leave room for a lot of things. Leave room for your mix, everything. You know what I mean?
That's not a fact. So this is how I met you, man, through my big bro, Fred the Godson, man. how was your relationship with Fred? And
Man, rest in peace
if
to
you
the
give
bro.
us a good memory. I know one thing about Fred, man. He's a funny guy.
Funny, dumb,
Funny guy.
He loved to eat too, man. Yo, he's the first one I used to hear like add extra to his Chinese food when he order it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need $3 extra chicken, stuff like that. He's like, yo, this nigga Fred is crazy, but that man was talented, man. Like, we lost a real one with that.
Definitely lost a real one.
He was talented, man. Dumb funny, but talented, man.
Yo, Fred, I got so many amazing Fred stories. But one story I like to always, just to show people the kind of person that Fred is. So I remember Blockwork Studios was like literally like right up the block from where me and my baby moms was at. So before I would go home, I would just go, stop in and check on him and say what up. But I remember he just had the baby, Sadie and whatever. So I didn't even think he was gonna be there. I texted him like, yo, where you at? You at the hospital? I wanna come see the baby. He's like, nah, I'm in the studio. Studio? He's like, yeah, come swing through real quick. I need your ear real quick. I go over there. And he in there, Ben still in this joint. They having like a meeting in the other room. He told me to come in the A room. I go in the A room. He's like, listen to this. Press play. I'm listening. I'm like, that's fire, but fuck is that? I'm like, nigga, that's me. I'm like, that's you? He like, yeah. What the fuck you think it is? I'm like, nah, bro. Play that again. I'm listening. I'm like, that sound like some Diddy shit or something. He said, nigga, I'm writing it for Diddy. I'm like, fuck out. He said, nigga, why you get out of the hospital? Nigga, I'm like, nah, Fred, you an ill nigga. Yeah. And that's when I seen the change. Sean Prez walked in.
Yeah, his pen game was crazy.
He walked out. 7:30, Flex was dropping 15 bombs on So Crazy. And I was just like, nah.
That was a good run too, especially that's So Crazy, man. Was
Well, I like Fred was going. Nah, I seen my man. That was the time I got to really see my man like doing it.
Word.
I miss you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
lost a super
Peace,
creative nigga.
Hell yeah.
Nigga,
I got another funny story for you. We was down at SOBs, and I don't know what happened. Big fight broke out, yo. Somebody let off one, bang, bang. Clapped in the air, yo. We all running, yo. I never seen Fred jet so fast. I was like,
I was
yo,
there that night. That's when Mook got gun butted with Math.
I don't want to call the names out, but you know what I'm saying?
This is
I don't want to call it out, but it was.
We can bleep it in the edit.
Yeah. That night,
you make the decision.
Yeah. That night was crazy.
No
though,
time
man.
with this with me, nigga.
Nah, cool, man.
But that was an ill night.
That was an ill night. I never seen Fred run. Yo, I'm like, yo, B, you can run? Like, yo, he was taking off too. I'm like, yo, Fred, I'm like, what? You can keep up?
Oh man, that was a. I don't even think I was even seen what Fred and them went, but I remember that happening.
He was running around the corner laughing so hard.
I was
like, yo, Fred, you can move like that? Like, word? Like, I gotta get myself in shape, cause yo, you was out. I was Fred Pills. Oh. Yeah,
nah,
man.
I can't even
that was
imagine
the good
that.
Old days, man.
Oh, I can't even imagine that. That would have been so funny. I know he was out of breath too.
Yeah, being my boy right there. Man.
One more thing about my brother, man. I miss this dude hobby, but he has one of the funniest snores ever. Ever. Like, bro, I swear, yo, what I would give just to hear that man snore again so I could laugh. Yo, like, that was my man. Shouts to Fred, man, one of the greatest pens to ever walk this earth.
That's a fact, man.
Word.
Yeah, man.
All right, so what's the craziest thing you ever seen in the studio?
The craziest thing? Man. I'll say, I might have told a story before, but the craziest thing I see, I don't want to incriminate none of the niggas, but it was definitely one of the homies, like, somebody was a worker, they worked for a cable company, and gave their man the address, because once they see whose house it was, I guess they seen the plaques, whatever, and it sounded like, oh. they gave a man like the actress like, yo, such and such live here, because his man was a rapper or something like trying to get on. Bro ended up in front of this man's house. His wife is there, kids is there, B. So the call was made. They escorted, burners is out, you know what I mean? And the car all the way down to the studio. So I'm walking in. This is the days like I was carrying I was bringing my shit to the studio. So, I got my keyboard and the ASR 10 in the hand, walking through it. And I'm like, oh, word? Like the whole energy was chilling. I just see, joint right out to dude. Dude's over there crying, yo, I just want to get on, yo, let me rap for you. Yo, dude really went to, this nigga's house, my nigga, trying to play his demo back there. We call it demo, trying to call his demo, trying to be down with D-Block or whatever. And it was just that was one of the craziest things I see. I was like, this dude is about to die in here. Because those days is like, it was, it was on that type of time. Those days was like crazy. It was on that time. Yo, he's about to die in here. This is our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done went through a nice phase of this rap shit. I'm back in this shit again. Yeah. But it was all good, B. You know what I mean? That was just one of the craziest shits. I ain't gonna say who it was, but y'all can go to your imagination out of the homies who's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I got a good inkling of who.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was dead ass too. I was like, yo, it was like, brush me off real quick. I was like, I'm gonna mind my business. Dude in there crying, man. But yo, that's how crazy, like, back, I don't know if it's still crazy like that, but people will pop up to your crib.
Yeah, nah.
Artists will pop up, B. Niggas will leave a CD around your front door. Squeeze your shit, do your bottom on your door. You know what I'm saying? It's a real psycho. Like, I've been through it all, B.
That's crazy, man.
Did it ever make it, or?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Hey, I don't know what happened after that. And even if I did, I still wouldn't know what happened. Yeah.
All right, next question.
So I think I pretty much know the answer to this. Just looking around the room. What's your favorite piece of equipment or program to work with?
Of course. I mean, you see the MPC out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm between MPC, Logic, and Logic for programming. Definitely like vocal recording, mixing. Definitely Pro Tools. Like, you know what I'm saying? They all got their, to me, they different avenues, you know what I'm saying? Logic more R&B if I want to play out stuff, make my own, you know what I'm saying, samples or whatever. I want to do remixing and other shit, I do Logic. But MPC is like all day for me right now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's doing everything that I needed to do, you know what I mean, with the software, you know what I mean?
And then drums just hit so much harder on
But drums, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Fruity Loops,
yeah,
if I could really take time to learn that, I'm just so stuck on this. But if I was, Fruity Loops is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, majority of the records nowadays is done off that,
like,
bro.
some top facts, though. I feel like, I don't know, I started on Fruity Loops. Like, Fruity Loops and Sonar Cakewalk. So it's like, I see that little blink. I'm like, damn, it should take me back to Gateway days. Like, I'm prehistoric right now. like, nah, let me go open Logic or something. But
I like the sound. It's solid, right? A lot of solid records of Fruity Loops.
Yeah, because it's the tweaks. Like I be watching, like, sometimes watching Benny and watching Motif. Sometimes they be just tweaking their drums. I'm like, yo, the fuck you just did right there?
Yeah.
Like, nah, it's gonna make the punch harder. I'm like, right. I'm gonna go on YouTube and try to find that on how to do that on Logic.
University.
Yeah, I learned a lot on YouTube, man. It's a word, man. I'm about to skip over these. Alright, it's a good. How did you get the name Vinny Idol?
Sample. First record I tried to like really sample was a Billy Idol record. I used to go by Butterfingers, but somebody in Cali already had that name. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, back then, niggas is on their fake mafia days back then. A lot of mobsters. I was like, let me just add it, because I had to come up with something I knew nobody could duplicate. So I was like, Vinny Idol. One thing led to another. I just went with it. You know
Where did the tag come from, man?
Tag is actually my younger brother.
What?
I just, tried to screw his voice and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That tag is legendary.
The stuff, kept to it,
Word, legendary.
Yeah, it's a tag.
All right, so if you could do a versus against any producer, who would it be?
You have the catalog, Vinny. So
I would say nobody, man, cause yo, I don't know, B. I want for the culture, man. I don't know about me doing the verses, man, cause I still feel like I still got a lot more to do.
You think so?
Yeah.
You have a long.
See, a lot of my catalog, people, yo, you did Wild Records, but people don't remember a lot of that catalog was a lot of mixtape.
Yeah.
It was, you know what I'm saying? Remember,
You can say-
mixtape
you can
was
say
the
underground
albums
joints.
back then.
Yeah, back then.
A lot
yeah.
of the one-offs, they was like one-offs. They was in the store, you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't when we was doing the Motown stuff and all the cot stuff,
Yeah.
all the Def Jam stuff. It wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not a diehard fan, it's kind of hard for me to do a versus because if you're not a real diehard fan of the Lox or somebody like that, you're not gonna know a lot of those songs like that. You get what I'm saying?
I think people.
So I mean, yeah, on this side, but I'm just saying like a lot of people because I still find a lot of people still going back to that stuff now. Like, yo, Vin, I didn't know you did that. Yo, that's one of my favorite joints. I'm like, bro, that's like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so it's kind of hard. You know what I mean?
I think you versus like a Dame Grease or something.
That's why, bro. Nah, Grease got joints.
A
You can't.
grimy ass.
He's alone now. We can't do it.
That's
We would have
gonna
to go against other niggas together. You know what I'm saying? That's
just
the
gonna
big
be
boy
a
right
grimy
there.
ass. A grimy ass. I would definitely wear black Timbs, army fatigue, bucket hat with the string on my old Bronx Flojo
Yo,
shit.
Grease is one of my motivators too. Not gonna hold you. He's definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying? Definitely P Killer. Like a lot of them that was doing a lot of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? There's definitely like motivation because before I came along, they was already knocking out records over there. You know what I'm saying? So they was, wow, kind of funny with that. Like I love all producers, man. You know what I mean? I be like, damn, I like everybody that's who's just hot, man. Who's just producers,
word.
period, man.
That's one thing about Vinny. He's always great energy with Vinny around, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so who spit the best verse? This is a hard question. I know. Who spit
man.
the best verse you ever heard?
Damn, B. I don't know, and I don't even want to get in trouble with nobody. That's a tough one. I don't even know if I got an answer with that, B, because
Top five? Top five verses?
not even top 5 verses, because
I was trying to make it easy.
I heard a lot, like, yo. I deal with a lot of artists, man, so, yo, I hear a lot of verses. It might even be a nigga that's not even on. You know what I'm saying? I keep it so. I just said everybody. I heard a hot verse from everybody, man. So, I gotta keep it on that level.
Nah, my guy is politically correct. He is way too polished for this. He's way too
You
polished.
know, you can't
Oh.
burn your bridges. Then,
Oh, nah, facts.
Smart man.
All right, we pretty much got the answer to that already. All right, so what's your biggest placement?
That's a good one. I gotta, you know what? Because I gotta say, for now, I gotta say the Bing Bong joint with Nims because of the social media era
Yeah.
and everything else behind that. Like, that was definitely like my biggest.
I hated you for like a good month and a half for that. I'm not gonna hold you. I hate the Knicks.
Yeah.
With a passion.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm a
you
Chicago
know,
Bulls fan.
we did joints, man.
But like, it was so love hate because you know Nims is my guy, another super funny fat nigga.
He did like 50 remixes to that.
Like
Yeah, he
Nims
did
is
the
funny
remix
as
package
shit,
over on that.
bro. Nims is funny. Nims been funny ever since I met him back when he was skinny. That nigga been a funny nigga.
Shout out to Nims.
But word, shout out to the guy. I'm super happy for him seeing what he doing. He deserve it.
Got
Hell
the store and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he deserve it. Like I like when I see people that been solid for
Right.
a long time
And
getting
elevate.
getting
he
they
definitely
just do.
deserve
Love
it.
seeing what Dice Peso doing with Jim now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I love to see stuff like that.
Shout out to them.
But yeah, I remember when Bing Bong, I first heard Bing Bong and I heard the Vinny Idol nigga. I said, oh yeah, this is about to be hard. And I said, who this Nims? I said, oh, this is Put the fucking face, stupid. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, he
Then,
woke me up with that one.
Later
man.
on that day, I get the clip. Bing bong, that's some Nick shit, bro. I'm like, I'm never playing that song again.
Yeah, we had a
But
run,
that
man.
shit, that's it. Where did you get that sample from, man? Like,
Yeah, man. I chopped that up off one of these records in here somewhere.
that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That shit is hard.
But he really came up, you know, the whole concept. Because when I sent him, like I had sent him about like 3 joints. That same night, like 3:34 in the morning, he texted me. But he sent me like an audio. He was already doing a verse in his truck. Rapping, like, you know what I'm saying? He was already on. I was like, oh, all right. He was like, nah, this is it. I'm telling you. I was chilling. Next thing you know, I'm waking up like, oh, word? Shit just going on. Bing, 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 bing. I'm like, oh, word? Different shit. I was like, all right. So, yeah, I mean, I got to say that one just because of the social media era. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely went crazy with that. I forgot where I was at. I want to say like I was in like, no, I was in Maryland. I was in Maryland and I heard that shit. Niggas was like, hey, nah, this shit hard. That New York niggas is going crazy right now. I'm just laughing like, nah. Them's about to really and sure enough, he rejuvenated the whole city with that shit. So shouts to Nims.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so this might be another hard question. So what's one of your favorite records you produced?
Jeez. Damn.
Like if you was going to a beat battle right now, or a beat cypher, like what's one of them ones you know, like, yeah, when I press this, building gonna shake. You got too many.
Damn, man. That's definitely one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It definitely probably would be something with Styles though.
Styles.
One of those. Yeah. It'll be a Styles record for sure. I don't know which one, but
Is it off the Ghost in the Machine project? Because if it is, I think I know what song he talking about. That was crazy.
It could be off. It could be off Ghost in the Machine. It could be off Ghost in the Machine, Ghost in the Shell. Shit.
A lot of legendary
it's a lot of
records.
them, you know what I mean? But my favorite one producer might have been when we did the Super Gangsta album, the Super Gangsta song with P. Because like I said, we was always working, but that time I really I got to really sit with him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I locked up the lab, and it was just me and him in there, and I really got to really see how he worked. Like I said, I always seen him work, but this one was kind of different, you know what I'm saying? Because at them times, I was doing like 4 and better on them albums, you know what I'm saying? So I was really like damn near executive in them, because I was getting so many joints placements on them shits. So I really got to like sit and spend time with them, and just to see him black out, because none of them right, bro. They all go in the booth. They don't do that 1,000 takes. They don't believe in it. They like so veteraned out. That's a waste of time. You could be doing 10 songs, you know what I'm saying? We got shit to do. And he went in there, yeah, turn the lights off. He went in real ghost mode. Like, real, lights off, he laid back, eyes closed. I'm thinking he sleep. As soon as he wake, he going right in the booth. Knock out the whole verse. Definitely. Do maybe 2 passes the most.
Damn.
They don't go in the booth unless they totally ready. 2 passes the most, and that's it.
Shout out to Styles.
I experienced that myself.
Shout out to the Ghost.
You hear niggas tell that story, that's the truth. Like, he really turns to a ghost. Alright. That's it.
Got a couple of more.
They all
questions.
crazy too, man. I watched a couple of L's, then they go right in the booth. Facts. A 32 bar.
Alright. So how you feel about the AI thing and how it's integrating with production and the music scene?
That's a tough one, because it's like a gift and a curse. You know, it's a gift and a curse. it's good for the game, and then it's sabotaging some of the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that voice.
Yeah.
All that voice stuff is like totally sabotaging everything. Cause now somebody could just scam you, take your bread. You think you got a verse with somebody, you sent these niggas 15 racks. You know what I'm saying? But yo, people been doing that from back in the days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got real
old verses.
word. It be old verses or somebody that sound like Ludacris. Somebody sound like them. Yo, I seen it go through, bro. Niggas is mad, can't get their money, can't find these niggas. It's a whole totally different joint. So
But now it's even crazy. Huh?
yeah, it's
OD.
now it's like OD. Now, like, you know, you can have a verse for anybody. A whole album can be you and Hov. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You and Hov could do a whole album right
AI
now.
generated
A
whole
double
verses.
CD too.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
Like,
down to the ad-libs.
word, everything. It's so, you know, that's kind of the curse part.
I heard a Michael Jackson AI generated song.
Alright?
On a DJ Mustard kind of beat.
No.
And it was so fire.
Try to tell you, it can
And
pass.
I'm
This
like,
new
yo,
stuff is
it
crazy.
was spooky how I could envision the video. Like, I could envision Michael Jackson in a video dancing and all that.
Right, yeah.
Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And how it sounded. The only thing is you don't feel it. Like, the feeling won't be there, but the sound,
Yeah, the sound is.
it's just crazy.
it's
It
crazy.
is spooky. But
Yeah.
on the gift and the, like you said, gift and the curse, on the flip side, you could use AI for like
Yeah.
separating the sample. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Use AI to write a whole business plan for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can make AI a whole virtual assistant. Just have a AI virtual assistant now.
That's
Yeah.
the gift.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
gift part.
that's the gift. Even, you know, even with some of with programming, like you may have Beatbox, and they got joints right now, programs. You just click and keep going, different. They even got genres until you hit one.
Word,
Oh,
I seen that.
You know
I
what
seen
I
that
mean?
in Atlanta. I seen that in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
man, yeah,
There's the
man.
I think it's some bass dragon or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, hell yeah. They got the drum joint too. Like
And I was asking,
got
I'm like,
the
yo, I was
program.
thinking about that. Like, is it worth it? He's like, yo, sometimes you just.
That's
Sometimes
it.
it'd be hard for me to get a bass line, and you just it'll spit out a bass line. You move midis around and shit. I was like, nah, that's kind of
Yeah,
might be
that's-
worth the $200.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
worth. I mean, it's worth. You know what I mean? That's the gift right there. That's some of the gift. You know what I mean? You know, for like, you know, when you know, for a lot of programmers, like I said, you get that beat block. It could be a bass line, it could be drums. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you just change the sound, fuck with the pattern, and change the sounds up. So they're not.
That's dope.
So
man.
you know, it's a gift and a curse for me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so last two questions. All right, how you feel what's going on with the NYC hip hop scene? Like, what you think is wrong with it, and how can we bring it back to the forefront? What you think is going to take? Like, what ingredients is going to take?
That's a good question. Because I can't really say there's nothing wrong with it. The only reason I can say that because they going through the same thing that every rap era went through. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I guess I got to go back to it because of social media. It's just more of that now. And you got more opinions that matter now. You get what I'm trying to say? And to me, it's like, you know, give them their flowers, like, cause I respect it from all aspects, especially with the youngest, what they doing, the drill and all of that. They found their own Sonic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, when we was in the lab, we was kind of telling our little brothers and them, if you really wasn't in it, yo, you can't waste no time. You don't touch my machine. You get what I'm saying? So you know, they made their little way of, yo, oh word, I can just do this. I ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see my son saying that, yo, I ain't gotta go get all these records no more. I watch my pops do all that. All this, I don't need that. I just need a laptop. Word, and the bread is coming faster. You get what I'm trying to say? That's the number one. It's like, I respect it. Yo, they found their way. I just think it just should be categorized kind of different. Like, you know, if they got their drill, give them their drill category.
Yeah.
Instead of putting them all in hip hop, you already fucked up hip hop. Because you got people really doing hip hop still out here and doing boom bap. Like, give them that. We got a trap category.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just give them their own instead of trying and then dead it. It was violence when we was doing rap. So
Yeah.
all of that is a sabotage. You talking about, yo, it makes them kill. Nah, niggas was getting killed back in my days off rap. Back then, niggas was getting stabbed if they wasn't getting shot. 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? They had gang shit going. So that's nothing new. That always been in the culture.
It's easy to see now.
Yeah, it's just like, it goes
more-
back
yeah,
to social
it's more in
media. It's
your
just
face
more
now.
seen. Niggas been getting shot, stabbed, jumped.
Mm-hmm.
You been. There's nothing new over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, yo, before, you know, back in my days, you know,
Nah.
G's used to tell me, you hear certain they put on a certain song before they go put in work. You're gonna juke something, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna air
That's a
something out.
fact.
Niggas put on a certain shit. That been going on. It's not making you go, yo, I'm just gonna air anything out, just gonna hear a song, I'm shooting anybody, yo, innocent. Nah, B. That, you know, so that they just taking away because they found a way.
Yeah.
I just say it like that. They found a way that, and it can't be controlled now. It's too easy. It's boutique rap. I don't need a label like that. Once I find I got a million niggas that feel like me. A million niggas like Red. A million niggas like to drink quarter waters. A million niggas like to eat chips. You got a million niggas that love everything nowadays. So once you click in with that million that feel like you, I'm lit. Anything I post, any album I put out, I'm lit right now. Because I got my, you know what I'm saying? I got my fan base. Before you had to be the man, you know what I'm saying? Shop deals and all of that shit. Didn't gotta go through art development. They don't gotta go through none of that. Coming straight out raw. Out the jacks. Shit was recorded in the jacks. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Not in the booth, right in the same room. Big records. They found a way. I respect it, bro. I ain't one of them old, you know, I hate about it. Nah, they found a way, bro. You know what I mean? Just
I
that's
love
it.
the energy, man.
I love it. Oh, word.
Word. I love the energy. All right, man. Last question of the night, man. Who's your favorite rapper or artist right now, and why?
Damn. I don't even think I got a favorite, bro. Cause I just like music. Like, 1 minute I'm playing Griselda. Next minute I'm playing Rock Marcy. Next minute I'm playing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who's Dirk? I'm playing Dirk. For real.
Word, Dirk,
Then I
yo.
got my sons, you know what I'm saying? My sons, they listen to, then they be listening to West Side and them, like when they take the aux. So it's hard for me to say because I'm just into music now, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I might even put on some scissor. You know what I mean? It's just different. You know what I mean? The shit is different, bro.
Gotta
You know what I
have
mean?
a-
It's almost sounding, besides the Griselda stuff, but the rap in that is sounding similar.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, you can't shoot it down. I love the Sonics, B. All that new shit that's going on right now, I love the Sonics, man. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of the mixes, you know what I mean? The sounds they using, chords they putting up under the samples. I love all that shit, B. It's more melodic now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. So just tell the people, man, what you got, future projects coming up, what you got going on. Tell them where they can find you.
Real Vinny Idol everywhere, man. Instagram, Facebook. Just tap in, man. Just, you know, to see what I got going on. I be posting up with some of the work I got, you know. But just do that, man. You know, check my page every once in a while. Of course, the gang's still working. Locks is always working, you know. Terror Van Pool, everybody, like, just tap in, man. I got records with a lot of people, man. Just tap in. That's it. You know, and support everybody that's doing good music, B. That's it.
Any new artists you working with that you can speak on?
Not really. Everybody just, you know, everybody's tucked right now, man. It's like quiet, you know what I mean? You learn about your records like a week before they come out. So that's just how it is, man. I'm just submitting beats, you know what I mean? Just waiting for no phone calls. That's it. So we gotta do.
All right, boom. One last thing, if you could give any aspiring artist or rappers any kind of advice to lead them on this journey, what would it be?
Or producer.
Yeah, or producer, DJ, any creatives.
Shit, that's a tough one, cause like I said, it's boutique. You could bust tomorrow once you find your just find your niche. Just find your niche, B. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing. Be loyal to something. If you're a producer, latch on to some type of crew or somebody that's working, an artist, but he's a B-list artist, C-list artist. You know, find somebody that got a little buzz and just be loyal to it. Feed them, you know what I'm saying? You know, you might have to give them your hottest beats for nothing, no type of bread. You know what I'm saying? Just to make everything move. That's the best thing. To get with an artist that got a little buzz, man, and just be loyal. You know what I mean? Just feed them. That's it. Cause you might bust like how it goes now. You know, you never know, B. You never know. So just be loyal to an artist, or find yourself an artist that's working them, man. Just keep going. You know, and find one that's spending a little his own bread too. I just gotta say that because for some reason, yeah, cause for some reason it takes bread to do this stuff. Be like, you know what I mean? Like,
Takes bread to make bread.
yeah, it don't matter how nice you know what I mean? How nice you are. Like, unfortunately, it takes a little bit of bread. And you don't gotta always feed the producer, give them all the big money, but you got other shit that y'all could collectively do. Marketing, different you know what I'm saying? Different, you know, and that's the best thing right now, bro. Get a marketing company to, you know, market your own shit. That's it. Put a little bread up for that. And just keep banging out records. That's it. Do collabs, everything. Them shits matter. Even though it's, you know, it's a lot of them, but those collabs matter.
Dope.
Try to be everywhere. Tap into you know what I mean? Studio hop if you could. Especially the young generation. Like, that's the wave. Studio hop. Just get in where you fit in, man.
But thanks for all the gems, man. Again, man, it's your boy D-Dave for Rap on Steroids with the legendary Vinny Idol.
Yeah.
We out of here.
Damn, could this?